Hey, 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 hey. I'm back. I'm back with another video. What's happening? It's Stephanie Stallworth, ATL Traffic Lady. Happy Saturday. I know that don't hit like Sunday. But who knows if I'm making a video Sunday or not. Usually I do, after church. Hey, it's spring forward, fall back. So fall back 1 hour tonight. That's the old weather lady in me reminding you to set your clocks back 1 hour. Of course, if you're of a certain age, you actually had to set your clocks back 1 hour, including the VCR, right? Because you had your favorite soap operas or your favorite shows that were scheduled to record, and if you didn't set your VCR to the right hour, you'd miss your show. And there was no DVR, so that was our DVR. The VCR, video cassette recorder, or the Beta, what was it called, the Betamax or something? Oh my, why is this person stopping in the middle of the road? The Betamax. So, they're having a car trouble issue. Oh Lord. I don't want to get them hit or get me hit. Tough spot to stop. I guess they're moving again. I think they'll be alright. But yeah, so as your weather lady, I gotta remind you to set your clocks back an hour. Yeah, so before I was the ATL traffic lady, a little fun facts. Before I was your ATL traffic lady, I was your DC traffic lady, I was your Philly traffic lady, I was your Baltimore traffic lady, I was your Tri-Cities traffic lady, I was your highway radio traffic lady for Nevada, Barstow, California, for truckers out west. And let's see, Annapolis, I think. I did a bunch of cities for traffic, and a bunch of cities for weather, TV weather. I did that in DC. So I was your DC weather lady, weeknight weather lady, for a while. And then after that, moved to Atlanta. Not this time, my first time in Atlanta. And was a radio broadcast meteorologist for the Weather Channel, a radio network. That was so great. I loved it there. And yeah, so I think we had 20 something cities we did every day, each person. So, especially on the weekends anyway. The weekends we had 20 something cities. So I don't even remember all the cities it was in. I know it was New York and Philly and Baltimore and DC and ATOP, what's up? Houston, might have been KPRC. I forget all the stations. There's a lot of small stations, smaller cities, and medium-sized cities. 20-something forecast cities a day. So I don't remember them all. I still have the paperwork though. I should go look them up and jot them all down. So I'd say, hey, to all my old cities for meteorology. So yes, set your clocks back 1 hour. So as I was saying, there was a time, because in these days you don't have to do anything. You just, maybe your alarm clock at the house, but your phone sets itself, your computer sets itself back, right? So if you have a maybe an analog clock on the wall, or if you have a watch that might not set itself, I don't know. But y'all young people spoil. You just had to have it was a whole thing to set every clock in the house back 1 hour. My dad used to do it. So we'd wake up the next morning, it would be done. But now you got your microwave clocks, your stove clocks. You got clocks all in the kitchen, clocks everywhere now. Everything's got a clock. But again, a lot of it's automated, so you may not have to worry about it. Is that about stop? So anyway, I'm getting the light of glory on me. So set your clocks back an hour, those you need to set, and the ones you don't need to set, hey, let them do their own thing. That's why you paid the big bucks for that titanium phone of yours. Whatever that thing is called. Talk about my Cricket phone. My Cricket phone also is going to set its own self back 1 hour. So what's the difference? No, I'm just kidding. I know there's some extreme differences between the Appalachians and the Androids, but they do both set themselves back an hour or forward an hour when the time is right. Speaking of when the time is right, yeah, we want to make sure that your time is right. And the time is right. So when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. What is that, Isaiah 60:22 maybe? When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. So whatever He spoke into your life, whether you're dragging your feet or you're running full force ahead of it. Sometimes I'm ahead of it, sometimes I'm dragging my feet. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. So God's going to make it happen when the time is right. So no matter what we do, we have nothing to do with it because it is going to happen. So all of the who would have thunk it's, all of the I can't imagine it, only God could do it. Yeah, only God could do it, and He's doing it. He's doing it, by golly, He's doing it. He's doing it for you, He's doing it for me, doing it for all of us, okay? Doing it for us. Let's do it, by golly, let's do it. So, I mentioned in my last video, because we gain an hour of sleep, I run about an hour behind in the morning getting ready. So Sunday, if I get up when maybe if I don't change my alarm clock time, and I get up when I normally would have gotten up, I might get there before service starts. That would be ideal. I can't wait to see how that works out for me tomorrow. I'm going to make it my intention to be in my seat prior to Tiffany Boone or whoever else may open up on the praise team cracks that mic at 9:30. So I'll see y'all tomorrow at New Birth. But those of you who are really reliable and right on time, like Thomas and Sir Topham Hatt's Railroad, really reliable and right on time, Thomas the Tank Engine. If you're really reliable and right on time and you're always there super early, I endeavor to be much like you. So I'm making some changes even now in how I'm approaching my morning routine. And I will be winning that thing here pretty soon. Yes, indeed. But those of you who are really reliable and right on time, enjoy that extra hour of sleep. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to just get up my regular time and see if I can get my bullhunks out the door, down the road a piece, and over to the church. Get me to the church on time. That would be really good. Instead of watching it in my car like this while I am driving to get there. No, I don't watch TV in my car. State police. Authorities. But it does stream so I can hear it. So, yes, it's Saturday. I just came back from the nicest event. Normally I would still be in my bed. Saturday's my day to rest. But my friend from childhood, Lamont Farrell, he is a comedian, sitcom writer, has had a lot of success in Hollywood and all of that. He is back here with another banger. He's back with another banger. He already has at the New Black Wall Street Market in Stonecrest, Georgia, at the Pink Lion Jazz Club. 2 Thursdays a month he has Last Laugh Thursdays, where it's a comedy show with some, pretty big headlining type acts on the east side. You got to go away downtown. Sometimes you don't want to go 40 minutes. You want to go 15 minutes away. So I think it's second and last Thursdays of the month at the Pink Lion Jazz Club inside the New Black Wall Street Market. Check out Last Laugh Thursdays, hosted by Lamont Farrell, with comedians that you know and love, names you know and love. All right, so has been his ongoing thing, and now he's back with another banger. And his banger this time is at City Winery in Atlanta, where he just started. Today was the first one. I think they're going to do it monthly. So you have to come on out, but it was a packed house. It's called the Funk and Funny Brunch. Don't say that 3 times fast. You might end up saying something else. The Funk and Funny Brunch. And it is at City Winery in Atlanta, over in Ponce City Market. My first time there, actually. I've seen it. I've seen videos of people who've been there, but it's really nice. It was a really great time. So it was a nice brunch. It's early, you know, for those of us who ain't trying to be hanging out late anymore. It was, I think the brunch started at 11. The music and the comedy and everything started before noon. And it was over, I think we left here around 3, so it's over at like 2, about just after 2. So the sun is bright. But yeah, it was so good. And I'll let you know when the next one is. But if you follow him at Lamont Ferrell on Instagram, LamontFerrell, he posts all of the things about the Last Laugh Thursdays and the Funk and Funny Brunch at the Stonecrest, New Black Wall Street, and Atlanta's City Winery, respectively. All right, so gotta check it out. It's another banger he has for us out here, ladies and gentlemen, and it was really good. You would enjoy it. You would enjoy it. The food was nice, and I had my shrimp and grits, which I love, and yeah, it was just very nice, great crowd. So Lamont Ferrell, he hosted it. And so we grew up together, and so, you know, we support each other in our endeavors in the industry, the industries that we're in. And so, in fact, some of his content is on my streaming service, The Flow. So look for Lamont Ferrell on The Flow. He's got, what's it called? You're Joking, right? It was a little series that he and Tony Alexander, TA, put together when they were in LA. Funny little show. I think I got like 3 episodes of that, 3-episode miniseries on that, on The Flow. But Lamont Ferrell, you've seen him in The Office. He's written for The Office. He had a recurring role in The Office. He's written for Moesha, Meet the Browns, some other Tyler Perry stuff, a bunch of stuff. You might have even seen him on the news talking about the writer's strike. So yeah, Lamont Ferrell. Get that name in your memory bank, because we're going all the way up from here. Well, he is. I'm with him now. I'm going all the way up on my thing. He's gonna go over his thing, and you're gonna go all the way up on your thing. You know, we speak these things all the way into existence. We talked about it just the other day. What day was that? What day did I have to go somewhere? I know. I went to class on Thursday. So on Thursday, we talked about this. We talked about that, the fact that every decision, every choice, everything that we've done or has happened with us up to this point has gotten us to where we are in this moment today. And if you don't like where you are, then you're going to have to change your choices and your decisions. You're going to have to change the things that you speak over yourself, right? So if you speak, and I always say we're our own worst critics sometimes, a lot of times, you have to speak over yourself, encourage yourself in the Lord, and speak good. How do you talk to yourself? Speak, oh, that was so stupid, I can't believe it. No, speak good things about yourself. Wow, I could have done that a little better. So I'll do that better next time. I learned what I should or should not do. But speak love and kindness to yourself. Give yourself grace for decisions you made that maybe you aren't so proud of, for things you've done to yourself or others that you weren't thrilled about now that you think back on it. Nobody's perfect, right? So if you want to change your life, if you want to have the life you've dreamed of, and you wonder, is that possible for me? Maybe I'm too far gone. Not so sure. Well, now that I just said I'm not so sure, that means I don't believe that I can, and I just heard myself say it, and my brain heard me say it, and my brain don't know if what I'm saying is true or not. So since I said something that I don't want it to be true, but my brain is now thinking that, so now that was one negative thing. I gotta say 3 positive things to overcome that. It's all possible for me. Everything God spoke over my life is about to happen. I live in God's grace and favor. And I'll say one more. My life is amazing. My dream life has come to pass. I don't have to take a vacation from the life that I live because it's already a dream vacation, right? So those are the things that we'll have to do for ourselves. Speak over yourself and encourage yourself, okay? But yeah, that's what we're doing in this season. Our season was September, October. We're into November now and December. We flipped the switch September 1st in your brain. Talking about the mindset shift to begin calling the things into your life that you really want and to begin cutting off the things in your life that you don't want anymore. And it really is never too late to decide which of those things are which, right? So even if you think things have you in a stronghold or a stranglehold or, they got you choked up or something, cut that sucker off. I'm telling you, cut it off. But, yeah, check my last video on Thursday. We went in depth on what to do about that. What do you do with a scurvy pirate? That's what we call that one. Load the cannon up and fire it. What do you do with a scurvy pirate? Hey, my son, so make them walk the plank. Get them out of your space. Get them out of your ear. I think I posted something today about not, let me see what I posted. Something on the Twitter. You gotta check out the Twitter. Something about how you, if you think that, let me pull it up. Sometimes it gets so entangled in situations and in groups of people that are our group and our core and who we think is who we need to have around us. Maybe they prop us up in our not so good part, self-hand, and they co-sign on our negative behaviors or whatever, right? And there's no pushback to help us do what's right and good and best for us and our own well-being, not best for the other people. Well, it's best for your own self. Like if your dysfunction is benefiting them, they may not help you get out of your dysfunction because they don't care about you. They care about the benefit that you provide, the benefit that the access to you provides them, right? So you will need to prune. The guy's going to come trim my trees here before we get into the season, the full change of season. Although we did have a first freeze this past week, but so that next year they'll come back better, stronger, and faster and more amazing looking. Let me see. Looking for that tweet. Read it to you. Excuse me. Too much singing at the brunch. You ever sing at a brunch? It's the Funk and Funny brunch. So we had some good music and some funny comedy. Shouts out to Shakia, vocalist Shakia. What up? I think I tagged her in some of my IG stuff. She's saying, Anita Baker, I'll post it. I don't know if I already posted it. She's saying, I love you. Which one is she saying? Not You Bring Me Joy. She's saying, Caught Up in the Rapture? No, I forget which one she's saying. It don't matter which Anita she's saying. It was all good, but I'm gonna post it for you so you guys can enjoy her. And tonight she's singing the national anthem for something amazing downtown Atlanta. So, shouts out to you, Shakia. What's up, sis? Proud of you. You did such a great job. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know you could sing. I didn't even know that you sang like that. She said, we all can sing, Stephanie. I'm like, yeah, we don't always sound good doing it, but I still will. Y'all hear me singing on here like, oh my gosh. If you're an actual singer, you're like, why is she even opening her mouth to sing? It's like in the Shrek movie, Donkey and Fiona, no, it was a Shrek and Fiona said to Donkey, stop singing. My kids would say, stop singing, Mom, when Shrek was out. Because, I love singing, but I'm not always on the note that is written, as written. But I'm working on it. One day I'll be really great with it. Okay, so it says, hey, do you feel like you'll be forced? This is on my Twitter. I don't even know if you can see it because it's just a reflection of my garage. Twitter at ATL Traffic Lady. Feel like you'll be forced to pay a big price for choosing something different than what those who want to control you and keep you bound choose for you? You ever feel like that? If I want to choose something different than what those people who want to control me or keep me bound choose for me, I might not do it if I got to pay a hefty price tag to do it, right? What do I have to pay in order to do that? And a lot of times you just say, oh, forget it. I'll just keep doing what we're doing at the sake of yourself, right? And so I said, just pay the price. Just pay the price. What? Just pay the price. It's worth it. It is worth it in the end to set yourself free from the oppression. It's I would say, whose life is it? It's your life. Take your power back. And we talked about taking your power back also on my Thursday video. Go back and check that out. Take your power back. So, feel like you'll be forced to pay a big price for choosing something different than what those who want to control you and keep you bound choose for you? Just pay the price. It's worth it in the end to set yourself free from the oppression. It's your life. Take your power back. It's your life. Whose life is it? My life. I take my own power back. And the more you hear me say it, the more you'll hear it, the more you believe that I can do it, and the more you believe it's possible for you, then you'll be doing it, okay? That is the progression. That's how you get the life you want. You say it, what you want, you hear yourself saying it, you believe it's possible for you, and you go for it. Take the actions required to get there, okay? Okay. It's Saturday, so and I just talked to you Thursday. I'm trying to think what else I want to talk to you about. I just wanted to really tell you about the Funk and Funny brunch at City Winery Atlanta. So so be on the lookout for that. Again, follow Lamont Ferrell at LamontFerrell. I also have a really great announcement coming up for you guys. Yeah. It's going to be big. So excited to talk about it. And I'll be rolling out that announcement and the unveiling for you soon. But it's going to be really something really great coming up here for the Flow. That it's really been in the works for... been in my things God said to do for a long time. And it's about to be done. I'm about to do it. So I'll tell you more about that coming up here in one of these next videos, next couple of videos, just putting a few finishing touches on things, and then we'll unveil the new release. The new release. All right. So, what else am I going to say? I guess that's about it for now. if um, if you are like questioning, sometimes we just go through life like, feels like there's more I should know about something. And like, people don't always want you to know what you're supposed to know when it's something that's good for you, right? So, um, they'll block your access to information that's important for you to know in order to make good decisions for yourself, or just in order for you to have full understanding. And I just need you to know that there are people that do that, and they might be doing it with you. They are doing it with you. And there's some blanks that need to be filled in, and just some mutual understanding that has to take place. But it can't be through the layers of the filters of you know red tape, process folks, whatever, people who don't want what's best for you. It can't be with that in the middle. It just has to be, just a quick set of point A to point B communication without all the interference, without all of the extra, without all of the layers. There's some things that need to be shared, things that need to be spoken and or understood, and I don't think you got the full picture, okay? I don't think you have the true picture, because, I don't think I have the true picture, right? A lot of people don't have the true picture because people will keep you from getting the true picture if it's going to upset their apple cart. Like, oh, wait, if they understand this full picture, what's really going on, what the true information is compared to what the skewed information is, or the handled information is, or the block this and keep them from seeing that, and that, taking out the important parts, and or just saying no one ever mentioned anything about that, or whatever it is that people do, because I don't do that, but people do stuff like that. You're just going to need to have an A to B conversation without all the layers and the protections and the whatever you would call in the middle. No middlemen or middle women or middle whatever, management, being managed. In your true real life, you just have to have important conversations individually with the people you want to speak with, or whoever you want to know something from. And so I endeavor to do that a lot, but I don't really get anywhere because there's just so much going on. So I'll encourage you to do that, and maybe you'll get somewhere. Because some things need to just be spoken face to face, one party to the next, without sending messages through parties, or someone's looking through your what people are sending to you or telling you or talking to you about, want to talk to you about, and everybody goes through it, and then they say, nah, we're not going to tell them that. That might make them get rid of us. So all I'm saying is there's something amiss, right? Something rotten in Denmark. And you are going to just need to step out of the vehicle that is as it is. It's like a powerful train engine that just keeps going. You can just feel the energy. Just the whole thing just carries all the parts and all the people. I need you to step off the train for a minute and share some information. Have some information be shared directly from the people that are truly involved, okay? It's going to change your perspective and it's going to change your life. And that's what you're going to need to do. All right? It's too much too much extra. Too much shenanigans up in the middle. I don't like that style. That style is not for me. Too many hands in the pot. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Everybody trying to cook up the thing that's best for them in your life. Whose life is it? Come on, man. I'm telling you. Whose life is it? They cooking up stuff in your life. Move all that stuff away. Have it in certain areas, but not in every area. You can't be believing these people all the time. Because they lie. Even if it's a lie by omission. You know? If I say, tell so-and-so such and such, okay, I will, and then they don't. Because they think you don't need to know it. Don't need to involve yourself with it. Well, what's the point of that? When you really did need to know it, and you did need to be involved in whatever that was, right? Like, you know, everybody is not everybody. You can't just treat people like they're any old body when they're not. So, you know, I'm just requesting that you have a good look at what's going on, and that you understand that there is some missing information that you don't have that helps you make your decisions, but you don't have it because it's been removed from your sight, removed from your space, removed from your ability to see it, blocked, taken away, deleted, who knows what, right? That happens. Unfortunately, there's people like that. So please, I implore you, something I'm supposed to tell you today. I implore you to have an A to B interaction without all the extra layers, okay? You can't get the full information that you really need. You'd be surprised at what you've been missing. Let's say that. All right, so that's what I had to tell you today. But I also want to say I'm so proud of you. I'm never going to tell you guys I'm not proud of you, because I am. I know you're making the changes. You're making the moves. You're doing what must be done. What thus saith the Lord, right? And like the Tin Man said, oil can. The oil can, right? Tin Man asked for the oil can in The Wizard of Oz. And Dorothy said, oil can? He said oil can. Oil can? Oil can what? Well, let's show him what the oil can do, why don't we? Take your power back. Strip off all them layers and just get right to it. You want to know something? Just ask. Someone wants you to know something, they should just be able to say it to you without the layers and the layers and the layers, and you know what I'm talking about, all right? So I'm looking for that this week, okay? I'm going to look for that direct communication this week coming up. So this week starts tomorrow. So starting Sunday, I'm looking for that direct communication. I'm going to ask for the direct communication starting tomorrow. And yeah, it's going to be great. But, you know, praying for you. I know that God has plans for you, and you're moving forward in that, and I'm glad to see it. You're looking amazing, making your changes. This is how we flow Today TV, and we always ask, how are you today? How are you flowing today? How is it flowing? How are you flowing? How we flow today. Today I'm flowing pretty okay. I'm about to go take all this clothes and stuff off and go get in my Saturday mode, which is my rest mode. And back at it again on Sunday morning. But how are you flowing today? I need to make sure that you're getting your rest, you're getting your relaxation, you're getting your woosah moments, you're getting your full amounts of information to help you make the informed decisions that you need to make in your life, and that you're putting into practice these wonderful methods that we have for letting your best life begin to bloom. start, if you didn't start Thursday and start Thursday video, then start today speaking things over yourself and about yourself that will reflect the life that you want to have. I have more than enough good health. I have more than enough of God's blessings. I have more than enough of His grace, more than enough of the glory of the Lord shining around me. I have more than enough of the love I want in my life, more than enough of wonderful people surrounding me, more than enough of success in my endeavors, more than enough of whatever it is, right? Instead of, oh, this is whatever, nobody wants to hear a complainer. We can complain sometimes, like, I can't believe this and that, but you got to get right back on it and say, but I learned my lesson on that, but guess what? Now I'm going after it again. So today's lesson is clear the decks. Be aware that there are things that are blocking, people that are watching this video from the full amount of information that they need to have to make informed decisions about their own life. Or there are things that are blocking, I'll make it personal, me or you, from hearing the things and getting the information that you or I need to make informed decisions about your life or my life. We got to make these things personal. And we need to know that they are in place, and it is not for your benefit or my benefit. It's for the blocker's benefit, because that's what people do sometimes. I've seen it many, many times. Like, they don't have that information. Some information people get that you send, and sometimes people block information because they in their position think that whatever they want to think. Well, I'll decide whether they need to know that or not. Well, you don't know whether they need to know that or not. They know whether they need to know that or not, whoever the information was for. So, anyway, just take a look at things. But even if you don't take a look at things and you don't change anything, that's on you. But you need to have direct A to B contact, communication with anyone or anything you have questions about. Okay? And when you can have those, just sit and have the conversations, so much can be cleared up. So much will be cleared up in ways you had not imagined, but had only dreamed of. So much can be cleared up. And it's the veil of whatever that keeps you from understanding what's really going on. So just know, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm done talking about it. But I'm praying for you, and I'm just praying that you can see everything that needs to be seen, and that you can hear everything that needs to be heard, and that you can have clarity in knowing that what information is meant for you, you actually receive, and it's not filtered out by others, okay? And that's it, baby. Love ya. God bless ya. Hugs, pats. Miss you. Praying you're well. Believing you're well. I see that you're better each and every day. And the joy of the Lord is your strength. I see the light coming back into your eyes and your smiles. And, you guys keep going. This is the HowWeFlow.today community on HowWeFlow.today TV. Stephanie Stallworth, founder, CEO of the Flow streaming service and of HowWeFlow.today TV. It's our community. Thank you for being part of my community, our community really, on self-care. We're centered around self-care, wellness, the art of well-being, and living our best lives, because people are living their best lives while some are living a miserable life. That could be any of us here in the moment. I lived a miserable life for a long time. I'm like, well, I always say, this can't be it, God. This can't be it. This can't be what you have for me in a marriage. This can't be what you have for me in a whatever, right? This cannot be it. I know you created me for greater than this. I know you created me for more than this. I know you moved me down here for more than this, right? And so I want you to continue to say, this can't be it, until God says, yeah, that's it. And then when he says that's it, you better get satisfied with it, because if he created you, he knows what is best for you, because he's your creator. So, if I created something, I know exactly what is right for it, because it's a creation of me in my mind, right? So if he created all of us, he knows exactly what's right for each of us and what he created us for. So be walking in your purpose. If you don't know your purpose yet, find it. Like, Lord, what is my purpose here? What is my dash supposed to be about? And send me in that direction. I need to be launching in that direction. But a lot of you, you've been watching, you follow along, you're doing the work. I'm proud of you. Bravo, as usual. Encore, encore. We want more, we want more. I want more for you than you ever thought of wanting for yourself. And God has more for you than you ever hope, dream, or imagine. So when people plant the seeds of, oh, it's not possible, and forget about that. No, that's not good for you. Or, they make up stuff about things that are not true, so you won't choose those things, when really God might have set those things up for you. I want you to just say, Lord, what is it that you have for me? And what I'm thinking what it is, or is what they're saying what it is, and then let them reveal whatever it is, because when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. So we're talking about time. We're talking about make sure your time is right in the morning. I don't wear a watch anymore, but when your time is right, when the time is right, the Lord's going to make it happen. But make sure tomorrow morning your time is right. You're just going to not spring forward, you're going to fall back an hour, okay? So that means you get an extra hour of sleep, or an extra hour of whatever you do at night or early in the morning, right? You have an extra hour. So at 2 a.m., it becomes 1 a.m. Now, if any of you work third shift, when I was at the shopping channel, I worked third shift. I worked overnights. And, we hated that fall back hour, except you still got paid for 9 hours instead of 8. But that extra, you had to work an extra hour. And then when it was the spring and you worked overnight, you're like, yes, because you lose an hour. So you get out an hour earlier than you normally would. But when the time is right, it's almost time. It's time to fall back into what God really said for you to do. Like, okay, do the trust exercise, fall back. Okay, God, I trust you. I'm going to fall back, right? And then just fall back. He'll catch you. He won't let you fall. He's going to catch you. And then he'll catch you, and then he'll put you right where you belong, that he, the creator, set up for you. All right? That's all I got for today. Tomorrow we'll talk again. But it is really important that you are understanding the authentic things that are really the case, not the alternative facts. You remember that term, alternative. These are alternative facts. That's the best spin I've ever seen in my whole entire life. When that young lady started talking about alternative facts, I'm like, whoa, how is she going to spin this thing? Well, they're alternative facts. Like, okay, so there are some alternative facts going on out there in your life. So you need to figure out where the alternative facts are, which facts are alternative, and toss those out, because they ain't got nothing to do with God's plan for your life. Alternative facts are people's plans for their life and plans for what they can have or get being connected to whatever person they're connected to, whether it's you or your friend or whatever. So no alternative facts. I just want you to have the full facts, all right? So starting this week, which is tomorrow, starting Sunday, toss out the alternative facts. Believe what God told you, and see what the end is going to be. Say, I believe God. I still believe God. I still believe God. Glory to God. I still believe him. I don't care what people say. It might not even look like it can even happen because only God can do it. And in the not looking like it could happen, like how are we going to get from here to there? That's just not possible. Well, when the time is right, he said, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And so he'll change minds, he'll change hearts, he'll change circumstances, he'll change situations, he'll move people, he'll remove people, he'll do whatever it takes so that when the time is right, everything comes right together and he makes it happen. I can't make anything happen in my strength. You can't make anything happen in your strength. But in order for it to fully happen and happen properly, you got to be looking out for what kind of facts? Starts with an A. Alternative facts. Yes. What's her name? Kelly. What was that young lady's name? Kelly something. Kellyanne Conway talked about alternative facts. That's the biggest spin I've ever seen on something ever. I'm like, oh my gosh, how is she gonna make this make sense? She came with alternative facts, and then that was it. Fake news. It's fake news, okay? What you've been hearing is fake news. You want to hear real news? Ask the real fact holders, okay? Interview the right person. Don't interview someone who was not even on the scene. They just tell you what they overheard or what they want you to know. You got to find out the true facts, not the alternative facts, the real news, and not the fake news. All right? So I'm not for any of that. I don't fool with any of that. And I don't want you to fool with it either. It's enough, right? Enough. All right, anyway, I'm done. I'm going to go in. I think I'm going to make some shrimp egg foo young today. You know what I mean? I just had a thought of that yesterday. Like, oh, shrimp egg foo young would be so good because I got these great shrimp. And, of course, I got some eggs. The eggs are great. And I got plenty of good rice. I'll make that gravy. Only thing I need is the scallions. But I'm going to get some scallions, some green onions real quick to go with it. And I got some regular onions and all of the other ingredients. And it's going to be good. I already have some pot stickers. You guys like those dumplings? Oh, so good. And I might even have some spring rolls in the freezer. So let me see. If not, I can make some spring rolls myself. But yeah, so I think I'm going to have a little dinner tonight. What time is it? Oh, it's dinner time. It's 4:14, almost 4:15 on a Saturday. Listen, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. It's amazing what God is doing with you. How we flowed out today, it's all about living your best life, the art of well-being. And I want you to be well. I want you to feel well. I don't want you to be dragging around and feeling like I can't do anything but live this same life I've been living. This is not true. Any moment, anytime, anyone can change. Even the alternative facts people, even the fake news people, they can change just like that if they want to. But it starts with a desire within for you to want to. And it's like, what does God want for you? Does he want you to be that person, or does he want you to be who he called you to be? That's for everybody, right? So go about your day. I'm going to have some shrimp egg foo young and some pot stickers and enjoy my evening in the house. And, let's start communicating tomorrow. We'll have some direct, A to B with no interference in the middle, alternative facts, fake news, sins of omission. That's a lie also if you just omit stuff. Or you say, yeah, I'll make sure they know. And they never tell you anything about it. It's just like, what is the purpose of that, right? You don't know what they need to know. Only they know what they need to know. There might be a lot on your plate and people try to help you out with what they think you need to know, but they don't always know. Everything is not always about work if they're your work people, right? Sometimes things are about other things. So, love you. Hearts. Hugs. Pats. Rock. Oh, so good to see you. How you hugs and pats. We also talk about hugs and pats in my mom's family. Okay, hugs and pats. Miss you. So good to see you. I'll see you again real soon. And fall back with the clock. Make sure your time is right. And when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Well, I think it's Isaiah 60:22. So we're about our time, and when the time is right, we're about clearing out the fake news, the alternative facts, and getting some straight A to B communication so that you can understand fully, the other party can understand fully, anyone involved can understand fully what it really is. Because when all the other stuff gets involved, it's too many questions, too much wondering because the messages aren't being delivered. I teach communication. So that's all that interference that keeps, I always say to my students, the best communicated message, and this is what I'm going to end on. The best communicated message is one that is received by the listener in the way that the speaker intended it. So if I intended to share something with you about whatever it is that I need to tell you about and share with you so that you can have a full understanding of what my thought process is about this topic, and interference comes in because there's always some kind of interference, internal, something in your brain that's telling you I shouldn't listen to this, or this can't be true, or it's not possible for me. External interference with other people, things, places, problems, whatever. There's always some kind of interference, right? So when I say what I'm saying to you and it gets interfered with, and by the time it gets to you, it's a little skewed, or parts are missing, or not delivered at all, then it's not the best communicated message because it's not going to be received by the listener in the way that the speaker intended it. So in order to do that, you have to work with that interference, or say it in a different way, send it through a different channel, and when you trial the channels and all the channels have interference on them, what are you going to do? Well, I better just go face to face, right? And when you go face to face and there's another obscurity there, it's like, what am I going to do? How do I get the information? How do I get because the speaker sends a message through the channel to the listener gives feedback. There's always interference, internal, external, and happens whatever the situation is. It's the feedback part that's going to be missing or skewed because the message was interfered with. And if the message interfered with, the listener doesn't get it in the way that I, the speaker, intended it, then they're not going to understand it fully. So then I got to try to send it a different way, or say it a different way, or go another method of getting you the message, because I want the best communicated message is received by the listener in the way that I, the speaker, intended it, and it's just not getting through. And that leaves the listener wondering, well, what is really going on? Well, they're not saying anything to me. Well, they are, but you're not getting the message because it's either skewed or taken away or never received, right? So facts, alternative facts come in, or fake news comes in, right? So and if you're the speaker and you're sending a message through a channel to me, the listener, and I don't get it because it's skewed or whatever, or someone tells you to change your message to me based on what they think is right for you, then I won't get the message. And so here is a speaker speaking to a listener, and this listener doesn't get the message, and the listener then becomes a speaker. It's a conversation. I'm the speaker, you're listening. Then you say something, you become the speaker, I'm listening, and then you're the speaker and I'm the listener, and there's something you want to tell me and I'm not getting it because there's no way to connect, because all channels have been blocked unbeknownst to you and or me, whoever the parties are, right? So it's like there's no messages being communicated. And then when you do have the A to B, it's still obscured and skewed by the layers of people, places, and things, and then whatever internal interference is going on in my mind or your mind in the moment that keeps us from saying what we really want to say. So, speech communication process in a nutshell there. But yeah, that's just kind of where we are, but we'll talk more. My mom said, we'll talk. And thank you, by the way, to Elder Saylor and the New Birth Bereavement Ministry. I received your 1 year post mom's going on to glory gift. I think you call it a gift in the letter. Just a little token of something, which was a nice thing to deal with grief and grieving. So I will be utilizing that, and I appreciate y'all thinking of me over at New Birth. Love you guys. I love New Birth. I love y'all. Love you, love you, love you. Thanks, Elder Sailor. I appreciate you and all the work that you guys are doing in bereavement and everywhere else. Love you, Doc, Pastor Bryant. You're the best. Always. Love you always. Praying for you always. And the best is yet to come for you. Keep going. Y'all keep being greater. Y'all keep going for that art of well-being, mastering the art of well-being. And let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, Dr. Bryant, I sent you a note somewhere. If it didn't get obscured on Twitter. I must have replied to one of your prayers from, I don't know if it was Friday or Thursday. So look at your prayer post. I don't even know if you post your own stuff. But I made a reply to it. Hopefully it's still there. That there's something, let me see what it says. There's something I need you to take a look at. Let me see what it was. Then I'm going to end the video. Yeah, there's something so big and exciting gonna be happening. Stand by to stand by. Stand by to stand by. I'm gonna find it here. Yeah, there's something that's uniquely purposed for you to do. That is gonna change the ministry game. Okay, and I need you in this. Okay, I need you to be in this with me on this thing here. Let me see where it is. Where is it? Let me find it. I'll tell you what I said in case it's deleted. Some interference came in or whatever. Who knows what? I don't know if they moderate your comments and stuff. Let's see. Was it yesterday? The day before. Oh yeah, it was what was this? November 3rd. So this is Friday. This is for Dr. Bryant. Your prayer said, "Dear Lord, today, confirm what has left me with questions, bring closure to what trauma has left open, bring clarity to those committed to conflict, increase the church's compassion, and increase converts for the kingdom." And then you had a bunch of people who replied. I replied amen, of course, and I also replied to you just to send you a quick heads up. I want to say, hey doc, there's something huge brewing that I'd like you to be a part of, so hit me up. All right, so if it's not showing in your comments, this is what I said to you. I said it's 100% 2024 and beyond, game changer, global, marketplace ministry, life changing. It's a generational situation that I really would like you to be a part of. So I'm going to say it on here in case, in this situation there might be some interference, right? I don't know if your comments get moderated or people take stuff out or it gets blocked or who knows what, you got so many people at you and stuff. So, but there's something huge brewing that I really would like you to be a part of. I need you to hit me up on that. Yeah, it's something that only it's purpose uniquely for you, but it's something God gave me that only you can do. Only you can do the part that needs to be done by you. Like it's not a part for anybody else. And it's going to change the game. It's going to change your game. It's going to change everything. It's going to change everything. I promise you this. So it's huge. And it's, what I said, hashtag 2024 and beyond game changer, hashtag global, hashtag marketplace ministry, hashtag life changing, hashtag generational. And I just didn't want to do any more hashtags, but there's so much to it. And it's just a simple thing. It ain't going to take anything of you to do it. Very little from you to do it. Yeah, so, oh my gosh, it's going to be so great if you become a part of it. So I hope you to be a part of what this is. I'd love to talk to you about it. This is for Dr. Jamal Harrison Bryant, Senior Pastor of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Stonecrest, Georgia. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. I am really endeavoring to not sleep the extra hour and get up that regular hour early so I can get to church an hour earlier than usual, which is usually almost an hour late sometimes. Sorry. I've been working from home 3.5 years. I don't have to get up and out the house. That's the only day I have to leave the house. Except one day a week I go teach outside. The other day is online. So I've been kind of like I work online. I work from home. So I'm working on this thing for Sunday to better my time in getting to get to the church on time, Stephanie. By golly, it's unacceptable. So there's something I got to change. But I'm going to try to change it tomorrow. So look for me in my seat at 9:20. And church starts at 9:30, which would be like 10:20. I usually get there by then. And I won't be running in late. I'll just be waltzing in like la 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 la. Everything is good. How are you? Yes, thank you so much. No, I'm not out of breath from running through the parking lot. But yeah, anyway, but I really, really, Dr. Bryant, you need to see what this thing is. It's one little tweak on your end that is going to change the game. And yeah, it's going to be big. It's what thus saith the Lord, what God downloaded. And yeah, you're the one to do it. So anyway, love y'all again. Miss you so much. God bless you. Stay safe, stay connected, stay in the flow. And, thanks for joining my community here. And HowWeFlow.today, HowWeFlow.today TV. Again, it's Stephanie Stallworth, ATL Traffic Lady. And I love you so much. God loves you more. Let's go get this thing done. Let's go. And, keep speaking that good stuff to yourself. Keep speaking good stuff to other people. And you'll never go wrong. You'll never go wrong. You never go wrong. And if you're an alternative fact person or a fake news person, and I'm not talking politically, I'm just talking about in just how you handle people and things, situations, you too can change your life too. Even now. Start right now. And then you'll start to see all the things manifest that you want. God said he wants to give you life and life more abundantly, and that is what he can do. And oil can, Tin Man said, oil can. You needed that oil, boy. Slide some oil to me. If you only watch The Wiz. Slide some oil to me, Lord. Because we need that oil. We're getting that anointing. Let's go. All right. I'm done yelling. Anyway, I love y'all. Call me, text me, face-to-face me. Speak the truth in love. Love everybody, even if they don't even love you. And some people love you to your face, but they got that knife back there, like, let me control them. Put them on a pole and a stick. Listen, don't let it happen to you. It's happened to everybody. It's happened to all of us. It might have happened to them. That's why they do it. Who knows? Anyway, it's a wrap. Love. We're going to end this on love. Love. A word that comes and goes, okay? That's it. When I exhale, I know I'm done. Thank you, Lord. That's all I have to say. I don't always want to be telling you this stuff. God said, girl, you better start talking about that stuff. Talk about it, girl. I told you what to say. All right, so that's all I have to say. Thank you, Lord, for the impartation. It has been delivered. So the best communicated message is one that is received by the listener in the way that the speaker intended it. I'm really just the channel. God's the speaker. Hopefully you received his message today. All right, thank you guys. Love you. God bless you. Giving God a wave offering for even that. Amen. I love you, love you, love you. Lord God is so good to us. All right, let's start out the rest of our day. We're going to the 4:30, 5:30, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The rest of your Saturday into your Sunday. Let's go. Go for glory. Go for glory. Go for God's glory. Love you. Take care. See you soon. See ya. What my mom say? We'll talk. We'll talk. Bye.